I promise this is coming from a good place, but making more money is not going to fix your financial life. And before you click off of the video, please hear me out, because I'm not anti-income or anti-money. I love the thought of more income and more money. And I absolutely believe that women deserve to earn more money. But if you are stuck in the cycle of thinking, if I could just make more money, everything would be better, then you and I need to talk. Because income on its own does not fix a broken system. If you can't manage money when you have this much, you're not going to be able to manage money when you have this much. Income amplifies your habits. So if your habits with money aren't solid, making more is probably just going to make the mess a lot bigger and harder to control. Hello and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lissa. I'm a certified financial planner and I help women build real wealth. Not just higher paychecks, even though I got tips for that too, but the kind of wealth that is long lasting and also builds your confidence with money. Today, we are gonna break down the myth that making more money is gonna equal more wealth. And of course, I'll cover what you should do instead if you want to improve your financial well-being. More income equals wealth? This belief makes sense to me because if you're struggling to pay bills, if you're carrying a lot of debt, if you feel behind in life, earning more money feels like the solution. You can use that extra money to cover the bills, to shrink the debt, to help you feel like you are finally catching up in life. So to be clear, I'm not a fool. Sometimes increasing income is necessary. But here's the problem that I often see as a financial coach. If income alone created wealth, then don't you think that every six-figure earner would be financially secure and feel financially secure? We know that's not true. I've worked with high earners who lived paycheck to paycheck, who had credit card debt and not so great credit scores, high earners with no money saved up, who still stress and feel anxious when something unexpected comes about, like having to fix their car. I've seen stress with money happen at different income levels. So yeah, while more income, more money, more resources can really help, income isn't the only variable. There are other things happening. Reality number one. Spending tends to expand. There is a psychological phenomenon called lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is when your spending increases as your income increases. You might get a raise and eventually you might upgrade your apartment or buy a new car or travel more, take more vacations, treat yourself more, go out to eat more, sign up for that bougier gym membership. So yes, maybe you make a little more money, but suddenly things are still tight at the end of the month. A lot of people still end up struggling making ends meet. I think about it like this. It's kind of like if you're trying to sprint on a sprained ankle. The issue isn't that you need to run faster or further. The issue that's stopping you is that you haven't healed the injury. So if you try to push harder before you fix the foundation and get to the root of the problem, not only are you going to hurt yourself, but you're going to hurt yourself even worse. So money works similarly. If you increase your expenses every time your income increases without strengthening your financial foundations, it's that one emergency or that one layoff or job loss or that one misstep with your finances that's going to hit you a lot harder. Instead of feeling relief because you are making more money, you end up creating a higher level of fixed expenses. Your lifestyle is more expensive. That means your obligations to pay more people, more businesses, more services are a lot higher. And what happens to your stress level? It stays exactly the same. Or from my view, what I've seen is stress actually gets worse. I'm curious if any of you have gotten a raise in the last 6 months. Tell me, did it actually change your stress level with money the way you thought it would? No wrong answers. I would genuinely love to know. Let me know in the comments. Reality number 2. No systems equals no progress. Let's say your income jumps from 70K a year to 95K a year. If you don't have automatic savings, automatic investing, a clear allocation plan, a spending structure, where exactly is the extra money gonna go? Because if it just lands in your checking account, it will absolutely get absorbed by day-to-day life. And if you don't have any direction for your money, it's often gonna disappear. You might have more things in your life that you've purchased, but you're not gonna be any closer to building long-term wealth and financial security. This is why I talk about automation so much. If you can set up these systems, they are going to take care of you regardless of your income level. And the best part is the more you automate, the less you have to think about it. The less energy is spent on making day-to-day decisions with your money. Reality number 3. Income doesn't fix your money identity. So this one goes a lot deeper. If you grew up maybe not talking about money at the dinner table, watching financial stress in your household, maybe arguments about money, if you grew up feeling behind compared to your peers, making more money doesn't automatically rewire that identity. You don't automatically become confident just because your net worth is higher than what you saw growing up, or the fact that you know what net worth is now and you didn't before. In some instances, it actually creates a new pressure. For example, I made it in life, but now I gotta stay here. I can't mess this up. What if I lose it? I'm gonna look like I don't know what I'm doing. If you have any beliefs or thoughts like,
I'm not good with money,
or
I'm behind everyone,
or
I always mess this up,
then getting a higher salary doesn't automatically delete that narrative and that script. That's a longer term shift that has to happen with your effort. And that's why I think you have to build up good habits with money. Set up systems that are gonna work even when you don't feel like saving, you don't feel like investing, you feel like just splurging on something. If you have systems in place, that's gonna help prevent you from harming your long-term wealth building. So if making more money and increasing your income isn't the answer to improve your finances, what exactly should you do? First, have a plan. Every dollar that comes in should have a job, have an assignment. This doesn't have to be in a restrictive way. It just has to be in a structured way. That means you have money going towards savings or investing. You know that you have money going towards bills and different types of spending categories. And it can be as simple as implementing a budgeting or tracking system or improving the one you have if it's not currently working for you. The second thing, which I won't spend too much time on because I already mentioned it, the second thing is automation. Making more can help your finances, whereas automation of that money is going to make sure that you stay on track, stay organized, keep saving, keep investing, and keep being consistent. Finally, the third thing you need if you want to improve your finances, that is margin. Margin is the space between what you earn versus what you spend. If your income increases, but your spending increases at the same rate, there's no margin there. And without margin, you are not going to be able to build wealth. That margin is what you use to pay down debt, to save money, to invest it for longer term growth. So yes, making more money can help you build up your margin a lot faster, but more money alone is not going to improve your finances if you don't optimize for creating that margin. All right, I guess I kind of like stretch the truth. Making more money won't alone fix your finances. It will help. It will absolutely help to have more coming in. But I want you to look at more money as an amplifier. If you have solid habits, more income is going to accelerate your progress. If you don't have great habits, more income is going to create more problems. I'll leave you with one reframe. Instead of always thinking about how can I earn more, how can I make more money, instead just try asking yourself, if my income increased tomorrow, Would my system be able to handle it well? If the answer is no, then that gives you a good starting point. That tells you you gotta build the system first and then grow the income next. It's when you have a good structure and system set up and you get more income, that is when wealth is gonna start to really compound. If you haven't watched my 90-day stability plan video yet, start there because that's gonna guide you on how to build the system that your income needs to land on. I hope this video was helpful. Until next time, peace out.